Hi guys, so I landed in Launceston today. Sort of an early start to get the flight out. I initially wasn't going to shoot sunset, but I thought traveling now, got 2 weeks in Tasmania, I want to sort of start this vlog with a photography channel, really pump it up. And I looked outside, it's not the best weather. We've got this. There's the sky, it's a bit cloudy, there's not much of a break, that's facing west. There's a chance it's probably not a sunset, but the wind's pretty strong, you might be able to hear it, and there's a chance that it might open up and we might get a couple of seconds of a bit of sunlight and stuff. So just walking along Launceston, the North Esk River, looking for a bit of a composition. Been walking along, and then along the pathway I found this. So there's a pretty cool foreground element. As you can see, I've got the west behind me. It's still quite cloudy. I don't know if the sun's going to poke through, but hopefully we get something nice, and hopefully it works out. Hopefully this first photography vlog's not a big fail with the actual photos it comes out with, which would be a great start. But I've got 2 weeks here to get some nice photos and stuff and take you guys along with it. So let's see if I can find a nice composition, set up, just wait for that sunset. We've got about 40 minutes till sunset, so rest, relax, enjoy the scenery. Alright, so I think I found a composition I'm pretty happy with, sort of short notice coming out here and hoping for something, but I'm pretty happy with it. I've got those masks in the foreground, so I'll turn the camera around, we'll have a quick look at what I'm sort of looking at. So sort of going with a lower angle, I think, facing up towards the sky. Hopefully it all lights up there and we get some nice colours. We've got this leading line right through here and sort of curves around, curves out. We've got a little bit there. Maybe get a runner like that through it, that'd be nice. Maybe I'll pose for it and run through it, we'll see. We've got that nice bold silhouette of those, I'm pretty sure they're sails or some sort of sculptural element, which would be nice. So I'll set up, we'll see how we go. Alright, so as you can see from that time lapse, the sun didn't come out and the clouds rolled in and it's got quite dark, as you can see. There's a lot of cloud and there's no real nice light. I did get this photo. So that was taken as I was doing this video just before, when I was scouting the location. I took the photo with this camera here, and it's nice, it's not too bad. It's not exactly what I was after, but it is what it is. So first vlog started, unfortunately not a success, but that's what it is, and that's what landscape photography is. And I wasn't even going to come out to even shoot, but I've come out. I've sort of scouted the location around here. You can see the river behind me. I've sort of found some nice spots. I don't think sunrise tomorrow is meant to be nice, but if the following day is, or if we get a nice sunset tomorrow, I know this location at least, so there's a good backup, and I can always work on a different location as I travel around and explore a bit more. So I think what I'm going to do, so it's not a complete waste of a vlog, a waste of time filming and you guys watching, I'm going to head back to my hotel room. I'll probably get something to eat first, and then I'll just go through all the stuff I brought with me and sort of the thinking behind why I brought it, what I plan on doing, and sort of going through the thoughts behind it. Because when you do travel, you don't want to bring everything. I usually do, and when I'm when I'm shooting and stuff locally, I'll pack as much as I can to have a heavy bag. But when you're traveling, you want to be light. You got those weight restrictions. You don't want to check your stuff in, so you want to be as light as possible. So we'll head back to the hotel, and I'll just quickly go through what I've got, what I brought with me, and the thoughts behind why I brought it and what I want to try and shoot on this holiday. Hi guys, so I'm back in the hotel now. So I'm just going to quickly go through what I brought, some of the equipment, the reason behind it. It's not going to be fully in depth, but I'll just go through it quickly. So in coming here and traveling, my main goals are landscape photography. I want to get a bit in, But I also really like action and sports stuff, so you know, birds and wildlife and stuff, and if I can find some, you know, maybe mountain bike riding or something, I'll try and capture that too. So keeping that in mind, and I'll just quickly go through it with some of the projects I also have in thought. So I'll go through the bag first, and I didn't bring everything in the bag, and I don't take everything that I'm going to show you here to everywhere I go. Depending on where I go, if I'm going somewhere in the middle of the day, I'm generally not taking the tripod unless I've got a specific reason or thought behind it. And same with some of the other equipment. So first of all, the bag, this is the bag I got. It's a low pro transit backpack, 350 AW. Had it for a couple of years now. It cost a little bit, I don't know exactly, I think it was about 150 or something, but it works really well. I bought it with specifically in mind making sure I could fit my camera with a 70-200 lens in there, fully attached, so I could use that, and so that really works well for me. So that's the bag, and I'm going to open the bag up in a second. We'll get into it. So I've got this low pro attachment. It goes on the front bit with the strap, it attaches there, and in there I've simply got a little attachment with my GoPro. So I got the GoPro, so mainly use it for time lapses. I've also got the waterproof housing, so if I want to get some water shots or water photography or something, I can do that. But it's quick, it's easy. When I've got it, it sits there. And then the other thing I've got is this little clip. I have done a review on it, so if you look at my channel, you'll find it too. It was quite inexpensive. It's the equivalent of Peak Design has one too, but Peak's Design one is a lot more expensive. This thing is solid. It is milled aluminium, works really well. It goes with that. That sits across the top strap. Now when you look for a backpack, I definitely recommend one with a strap down the bottom waist and up the top across your chest, because it takes that weight off your shoulder and puts it onto your hip, so it's good. But also with that top strap, I sit this there, the GoPro hangs, so I can get time lapse, I can get videos I walk and stuff, and it works really well. So this sits on the bag, and with the GoPro there, if something comes out and I want to, you know, get the video and stuff, I'll do it and it'll be there. So that's that. That's the GoPro stuff. I've also got the suction mount for the GoPro, you know, steer on a car. It also works just, you know, if you've got it on a rock or a flat surface and stuff, it works pretty much as a small tripod. So that works really well. The other thing I've brought is a flashlight or head torch. Changes. This one's got the battery on the back, which means it just lasts forever and ever, and it's really strong, it's really durable, and it works really nicely. So I've got that. Just a bit of string. You never know, sometimes I like to tie stuff down to it. If the tripod's in sort of a precarious location, I'll tie it and I'll tie it back to something, or like my bag or something solid, so if wind tips it off, I accidentally knock off, someone walks past and knocks it, we can get that. And I've got the waterproof housing for the GoPro. All the cameras obviously have spare batteries. I've got about 5 or 6 for the GoPro, two for this camera, and I've got about 6 for the main camera. So that's that. I've got my tripod. I'm not going to take it out of the bag. It's the 3-legged thing, Brian. Really nice tripod. I got a review of this also on my channel, so you can check that out. A couple of things I don't like about it, but there are also a couple of things that I've just realised. Like, I don't like twist lock legs. I prefer clip lock legs. But you know, good tripod, lightweight. It's carbon fibre. It's very small, but it gets up to my height, which is 6'2", which is perfect for me shooting. So that's really nice. So with the bag also, I've also got low pros, got nice attachments that sit on the side. So I've got a little drink bottle holder. Always carry a drink bottle. Always carry water. It's always helpful. On the bag, I've got little carabiners. This way I can clip it onto the tripod to weight it down, but it's also useful and handy in clipping it. And I've got a little flashlight just in case I don't have the head torch on me and I need that. So in the front, quite simply, I've just got, it's an eBay version of pretty much what the Pelican case is. I've just got my memory cards in it. Spare memory cards, always helpful, always handy. Lens pen cleaner, little brush, cleans it off really nicely. Because you don't want dirt in your shots and you don't want to have to edit it out later. Getting into the bag. GoPro batteries, keep them warm in there. microfiber cloth. Always keep your stuff clean. So we'll go to the top first, and I've got filters. So we've got circular polarizer. This is the #1 filter. You know, if you're only getting one filter, this is the one thing you cannot replicate in post-processing. You can't do it in Photoshop, you can't do it in Lightroom, you can't do it in any of your programs because it's baked into it. You need a polarizer. It's really good to have, and it's really good practice. So I've got that. I have an infrared filter. I don't do much infrared photography, but I really want to get into it, so I like to bring it along with me. You know, in the middle of the day, sun's directly above your head, you get those strong shadows. It's not usually good for photography. Sometimes it is, sometimes it can be. But if it's one of those really strong, bright days, put this on, I can get some cool stuff, and it's just something I've been experimenting with and wanting to get more into, so something good fun. And then I've got an ND filter. It's a 6-stop ND filter. Now you can do this in post, you've just got to take a lot of photos. So I haven't used it before. I really want to give it a try, and you know, I'm about, may as well have some fun with it, so I brought that along. I also have a step down ring, just because my 70-200 has a different filter size. So they're all 82s. So my two main lenses are 82mm. 70-200's got a 72mm filter thread, so this is a step down ring to work with that. And then I've got remote shutter release. You can get wired ones, you can get wireless ones, or you can use the timer on your camera. I find the timer I've used before, I don't like it. You know, you've got that 2-second or 10-second delay. It's not exactly when you want to take the shot if you're trying to time it correctly. The wired ones I've never used, but the wireless is great, especially when you're in the cold, because you can have this on your camera, you can have hands in your pocket, you have this in your pocket, and you just click away. That's simple. I've also got batteries for that, obviously. So let's go to the main stuff. So, Canon 24-70 2.8 lens. It is big, it is heavy, it is a beautiful lens. I really love this. Usually if I'm just walking around and stuff, I'll have this on there. It's very versatile. You can zoom out to 70, it's pretty tight. Zoom all the way back to 24, great lens for that. I have the rocket blower, sort of air blower, just to clean stuff off. You always want to keep your stuff as clean as possible. You know, you can remove dust spots and all that stuff in post, but it takes more time than just, you know, being diligent with it and actually having it clean. Sigma 70-200, absolutely love this lens. 2.8 aperture, nice bright at 200, nice and long. You get some nice bird photography, nice wildlife photography and stuff without getting too close, without disturbing them, and without annoying them. So love this lens. Doesn't weigh too much, it's not too big, and it fits on the camera and it fits in this bag while on the camera, so I can keep it like that. So that works really nicely. And then the final lens, which is attached to the main camera, is the Canon 16-35 2.8 Mark II lens. I love it, really nice. I got the lens hood here. I've got a lens hood for all of them. Always use the lens hood, works really well, protects it too. Really nice lens, really good. The reason it's on there now is because, as you saw before, we were trying to take that shot. Unfortunately, it didn't work. But anyway, I've got that on there. The main body, well, the only DSLR body I got, Canon 7D Mark II. Absolutely love this thing. Bought it mainly for sports. I know it's crop, but it still works really nice on landscapes as well. So it works for the sports with the high-speed shooting, but it handles high ISO really well. I love it for my landscapes as well, so it works nicely. And then I've got an L bracket on the bottom with an Arcsus plate, which works with the 3-legged thing tripod. Just got off eBay. I think it cost me about $5 or something. Quite cheap, but it's very solid. Never had a problem. It tightens down really well and it stays strong, so that's good. And then I've got my strap. So never use the Canon strap. I've used them before and I end up just wrapping around my wrist, hurts your neck and stuff. This is the Peak Design Slide, I believe it is. I've got a review of this too, so you can check that out in my old videos, but I got the nice blue one. It's fully adjustable, goes diagonally across your chest, sits there. When I got the backpack on, I put this over. I can have it hanging there. I can adjust it up so it doesn't really hit into my leg or hit into my chest. It just sits comfortably on my side. And all you gotta do is pull it up, take the shots, put it back down, and it just sits there nice and comfortable. It doesn't really load up anything on you, so that works really well. So that's the majority of my stuff. I've obviously got the chargers, I've got cleaning stuff, which I showed you some of. The other thing I've got, which is something it's quite new actually, and the main reason I can start this channel, I've got this camera I'm filming on now, which is the Canon G7X Mark II. Absolutely loving this camera. Good for photography as well as videos, so I'm using it for both. A lot of the B-roll and stuff I'm going to, that gets cut into this, comes from this camera. Either comes from this camera or comes from the GoPro, or may come from my phone camera. Either way, but this is the main camera, and this is one I'm taking a lot of the time lapses with too, with its great time lapse function. And that's sitting on the Joby Gorilla Pod, which also has a Joby head. So that's when I'm holding it around and talking to you guys, that's what I'm holding, and that's what it's sitting on now to keep it upright. And quite simply, it just goes on the side of the bag. There's a little tripod strap, so that sits in there. And it's quite comfortable, guys. So, first vlog, finally got it out there. Hopefully, next time, fingers crossed, we get some more photos, which would be nice, and really get stuck into this. If you got any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content and you like the other videos I put out, please subscribe. It's really good. If you've got any feedback, put it in the comments below too. I'd love to hear it. I want to improve this channel. I want to make it bigger. I really want to inspire everyone to get out there and shoot. You know, if it's going overseas, if it's just going domestically like I have, or if it's just going in your own backyard and shooting, you know, it's great to get out, explore it, and do it. So guys, I know it was a bit of a long one, just because we went through all the gear and stuff, but thanks for watching,